My name is Kristen Tam, and I am a third year at UCLA studying environmental science and minoring in food studies. I've always been really interested in how we can create a more sustainable food system and what that looks like on the ground to larger scale systemic levels. I knew that there was something really different about B-Play, and I wanted to find out whether it was all just marketing or if it really was the start of UCLA's answer to systemic, sustainable change.
UCLA is typically ranked among one of the top dining programs for colleges and universities. B-Plate opened, I want to say in 2013, 2014, is now one of the most popular restaurants on the Hill. The idea behind B-Plate was to create a healthy and sustainable dining hall.
The concept of Bruin Plate started with the students. They were going to open this dining hall and they didn't know what they wanted to do, so they took a survey out for the students, and the overwhelming response was healthier options to eat. I call it ingredient forward. You're tasting broccoli, not salt. You're tasting, cauliflower roasted, not salt. Your palate's not being coated by fat. While yes, it's low salt, it's healthier eating, it's cleaner eating. We're using very few ingredients.
This led me to wonder, what does sustainability really mean in the dining halls, and where does our food actually come from?
Sustainable food service is about getting the best quality ingredients that we can to our guests and our students that are living here, while also balancing things like fair wages and labor for any food service and food system workers, organic farming, utilizing farming techniques that regenerate different ecosystems.
Overall, the sustainability factor is huge. I mean, we want the environment to be here for a long time after us. So our big concept is sustainability and local. So I'm trying to find as much products as I can local. We even have a garden that is kind of that whole concept, which is, use very little water to grow this stuff, and it grows pretty quickly. We've grown lettuces up there, we've grown herbs up there, we've grown peppers up there. What they've harvested up there, they brought down here and we featured at Bruin Plate. That's pretty local, it's right there.
Since we are purchasing on such a large volume, we work with these different distributors who purchase food from the actual suppliers, manufacturers, farmers. We do know where all of our produce comes from, so we can source back down to the farm for where we're getting all of our produce. A lot of meat comes from California, eggs are coming from California.
This all sounds good, but B-Plate is only meeting 1/3 of its goal to get to 30% sustainable purchasing by 2030. What are the challenges to true sustainability?
In a university setting, the biggest challenge is finding sustainable food that can also be purchased at the volume and supply that is needed, and with reliability. What we want to do is be able to utilize our purchasing power as a large institution to try to shift food systems to be more sustainable.
It seems like there is so much involved in making purchasing decisions. How can students raise their voices to put sustainable food on their plates?
So there's a text and tell machine at every dining hall where students can leave comments or suggestions or whatever they want to say. And so this is how we find out. This is how we find out that I have a honey glazed tempeh on the menu, and a vegan will come in and say, if you didn't put honey on that, I could have ate it, because everything else is vegan on it. So again, that's what drives what we do.
Our universities are very large and bureaucratic systems, and change is very slow, but that doesn't mean that these efforts are for naught. If students want to push for more sustainable foods, the best thing to do is give that feedback directly to our dining teams.
It has been fascinating to learn about how our dining halls operate and where our food comes from. If you want to act and push for more change, getting more plant-based options or getting more food from local farms, all you need to do is ask. Text and tell, dine and dish, send an email. I did these things. The more we talk about our food, the more choices we have. And with our voices, we have the power to make change.